Be.
Okay. What's going on, everybody? You know what it is, and by now you should know who this face is. It's your girl Rain, and today is TNT Tried and Tested Tuesday. So, I be in my head sometimes, say he did, and I have figured that maybe, just maybe, because you know how you get two times chicken on Tuesdays, or you get 2 for 1 drinks at some of the daiquiri places. Yeah, I like daiquiri. Anyway, so today I decided we're gonna have two tried and tested episodes for the price of one, which means for the price of me. Anywho, so without further ado, y'all see my little. I try to follow some instructions. I threw me like a little piece of a background back there. Cause yesterday y'all was looking at a blank wall. My room was under construction. Room slash office slash warehouse under construction. But anyway, that's a whole nother episode. So tonight, finally, it has happened to me, she, me, her. And I got my bestest with the bestest on here with me. Somewhere around y'all screen, y'all gonna see a box. It's to my left, probably to y'all right. I got the infamous. Oh Lord, I don't even know how to give an introduction because she just got all these wonderful, juicy words that go with it, right? So to me, she infamous. To me, she the best thing since sliced bread, butter bread with a little jelly on the side. Uh, but she is my best friend, Dinah Guillory, and she got some stuff that she doing, coming down the turnpike or whatever. But what she do and what she is so wonderfully blessed and good at ties into my first topic for today, right? Okay, so first of all, how you doing?
Yes, them blessed.
I ain't seen your face in like forever.
Forever.
Like life has just been taking us dips
And
and turns and ins and outs and rounds and bouts and everything. We done got new spouses since we ain't seen each other, and soon to be for sure your spouse. Well, she already your spouse, but that's anyway. Listen, let me give you the rules, okay? There's no rules in Rain's world. Second of all, your sister cuts the fool sometime. I try to stay in my lane, but I'm thorough, right? So anything goes here. You don't have to be politically correct. Most of my shows is not for the cheering, unless your cheering is just used to it. But I just want you to know that. So how about you introduce yourself? Like how you would you like the rainbows to see you as?
oh, whoa,
That girl say, "Whoa."
whoa. Chef Beezy, that's what I am. I'm personal chef. Um, that's me in a bunch. That's all I am. I your best friend, yeah, whatever.
That is not all you are. You happen to be a very wonderful caregiver to all type of cheerings.
Yeah, say everybody's children. I find
Yeah.
myself being, yes, a mother, even though I've never birthed any of my own. Uh,
You is a
girl,
you is a spouse.
yes,
You is
I am
so don't y'all be getting it in
I
y'all
am a
head.
wife now.
Yes, don't get it in y'all head that y'all can
Yes,
have any of it because she is not
none,
on the market.
none. I'm a wife now.
Okay.
Uh, yes, Lord. I've been. I'm writing a book as we speak. I I don't know. It's something that God placed on my heart. I recently quit my job or whatever, and so yeah, it was just a lot of stuff going on, with work and me being knowing what I want out of life,
Yeah.
and knowing that working a 9 to 5 every day, I mean sometimes no days off, and just coming back, I was like, it's not gonna cut it. This ain't. I'm not gonna ever get where I want to be just coming in and working this corporate life. Like I want to start doing it for myself. So I just up and left one day, just walked out, and was like, no, I ain't coming back. I mean, I had to do it. I had to do it for myself. If I'm a fail, then I wanna, you know what I'm saying? Which
Yeah.
I know God, he placed it on my heart, so I know I'm not gonna fail. So yeah.
Ooh, I understand. And it's what's so crazy is that I feel like God is doing so much of that, like with his children. I know for a
Yes.
fact that this particular thing I'm doing right now, like interviewing people, like I never meet a stranger, but I just never thought that this was how ministry was going to look for me. First of all, I never
Yeah,
thought I
right.
was going to stop running from ministry. So anyway, I understand that wholeheartedly. Okay, so you are a chef.
Yes, ma'am.
You can cook anything. I believe you can cook a phone book and make it taste good.
Okay. You say
For
like my mom
real.
did.
Yeah, it's just I have never, I like to eat. And now that I'm transitioning to a vegan lifestyle, you have to make your food look good and you have to make your food taste good. So it brings me to my topic. I want you to tell me for your own life how you feel like food and your emotional state or just your emotional well-being or no well-being played a part with each other, or was that even possible, or like did that even happen for you?
Yeah, it actually did. Food was like a getaway for me. Um, Not in the aspect of eating it, but more of cooking it. I felt like me being in me cooking, me being in the kitchen, just brought a whole new world to my life. Like whatever was going on, it really didn't matter no more, or it all just went away once once I'm in that kitchen.
Yeah.
Because you can take something that may look like nothing to somebody
Hmm.
and make it something totally different. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
to me, that's what that's what I love doing. So being in the kitchen and having emotional things going on in your mind, whether it's family, relationships,
Yeah.
or just you, because sometimes we have things in our head that we fight with on a daily.
Yeah.
So um all that intertwines with with me with cooking. I put everything, when I say I put my heart in it, that's what I put my heart in. When I get in that kitchen and I get in that zone, it's nothing, it's like nothing else matters. The only thing that matters right now is what I'm doing. And it's like everything that's going on, it's like it's not there anymore. Your reality is gone once you're in that kitchen. Well, once you're in the zone, period, of whatever it is you want to do.
I agree with that. So let me ask you, I know that you and I have a lot of similarities when it comes down to just some things that we've gone through in our life, you
Right.
know, relationship wise, family dynamic wise, just different things that we parallel on, right? So, do you feel like the preparation of the food versus the consumption of the food is what connected to your emotions, or was it just a combination of them both?
No, it was a combination of them both. Because I would say, the whole, I would have to say both. And the only reason why I say both is because the the consuming of it, it was like afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like the consuming of it came afterwards, only because after everything is all said and done, that's the only thing that's there. And it's like, okay,
Mm.
that's something, it's like food understood me. I think that's why
Mhm.
my behind got so big over the
Mhm.
years, is because it's like you cooking it and you're in love with that, and it understands you. It doesn't, it doesn't judge you.
Mhm.
It's something that can't judge you, and it's something that just sits there, just listens. You know, the food sits back and it listens to everything that you're going through, whether it's your pain, you're sad, whatever it is, and then you have the after it's said and done, and it's sitting there just looking beautiful or whatever, and
Mhm.
you just get into consuming it.
Mhm.
So yes, both of them has played a lot in my life, because I felt like, okay, first I made it. Then after I make it and everything is done, past, once I'm finished with it, it's like reality done set back in. So now I'm back to thinking all these emotions that I have going on. So what am I to do now? Nothing but consume the food that I have done made. So yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that was good. So, do you think that people, because like now I'm getting into um more of the health and wellness aspect of things, right? Like for myself, now I have a different relationship when it comes to food, and I have a different relationship when it comes to me preparing the food, right? So, do you feel like
What's up, Mom?
um when it comes down to we just speaking on the sisters tonight, right? You and I. So, do you feel like women, especially African American women, tend to have more of a love hate relationship with food than any other community?
Mm, no, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say African American have a different. No, I wouldn't say that at all. I say women, period,
Mhm.
because I think a lot of I, I wouldn't even say women. I would say people, period, tie into their emotions with food. Like food ties into a lot of people emotions. Like I don't see a lot of people saying, "Okay, I'm sad, so I'm gonna go read a book," or I'm sad, or I'm angry, so I'm gonna find something else constructive to do. 9 times out of 10, when your emotions start to tie in with your mind, the first thing you think of is food.
Mhm.
You want to eat. You want to, because that I, I don't know. Food just I don't know. Food just brings a different things out of people. It I I don't know how to really explain it, but no, I don't think that it's just African American women. I don't think it's just women, period. I think it's people in general. It really, food just is just something about food that just brings the best out of people, I guess. I really don't know. Um,
No, you saying some good stuff. Okay, so let me ask you this. Now that you're in this much happier place, right? Now that you're in the relationship that you've always wanted, comfortable in, and I believe comfortable in your relationship. And you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm saying from your the sister point of view, how how does that coincide with your love for preparing food, or how you relate to food? Like, do you feel like it changed in any way, like when it comes down to like how do you feel like the emotional place that you are right now in a whole changed or didn't change, or amplified or didn't amplify your relationship when it comes to food?
hmm. That's a good question.
What
I
the?
feel it changed, like it really did, because sitting back on my past relationships, it was like everybody said they believed in me, and it was always, yeah, you can do it, but you know,
Mhm.
and so I never really put my all into my food. I never really put my best effort into it. It was always, doing stuff here and there, maybe for the family or whatever. But it's like in this new relationship, um, Drika have really broadened my eyes. Like she's constantly telling me like, you know, you can do it. You don't. You're the best. Like she's giving me like daily affirmations, and
Mhm.
basically there every step of the way. When I first time I she was the first person I called when I quit my job. And her just saying, babe, quit it. You can do it. I believe in you. She was, and for her just having my back like that, I never had that. So it makes me want to go harder
Yeah.
for myself, for my business. So yeah, you having a healthy relationship, somebody that's actually in your corner and wants to see you do better, yes, it really does intertwine with me, um in my business aspect, because I think without Drika, without her being there daily telling me, you can do it, babe, I believe in you, you're the best. Like regardless if it's eggs and grits that I'm cooking, you know what I'm saying? Or if I'm
Yeah.
cooking steak, she's there telling me, you got this, pushing me to do everything that I need to do. I mean, when I'm sitting there and I'm just in my head thinking maybe I should go back to work, she's there like, no, 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 no. You got this. You're gonna stay on the course. So yeah, she's been a real, like I've never experienced that at all. It was always a but.
Yeah.
So with her coming into the relationship and not giving me that but, it's like she's pushing me to do more, be more. And yeah, that's a big, like, I see myself doing more, being more than I've seen in the past 10 years of me, being in this business.
Mhm.
Yeah, it really, your relationships can really tie a hold on your mindset, your mind frame, and you being the person who you really want to be. You have to have that person in your corner who's just going to be by your side and telling you, you know, go for it. Because if you don't, and me being a procrastinator and just not really believing in myself, like I know I can cook, but
Mhm.
not really believing that I am that, and having that person there, it's like, yeah, okay, now let me get into it.
Yeah. I get that because then it makes you feel like, it's not just you anymore. It makes you feel like, you know, there's more to me winning and succeeding and, striving because I have this, this other part of myself that kind of completes my situation. So yeah, I
Right.
get that. Okay, let's switch gears. So tell tell me in the rainbows, what did you want to do when you were a little girl and Mama D or Daddy Ellis say, what is it that you want to do when you grow up? What was that thing?
If you ask my mama will tell you, since I was 5 years old, she was like, one day I was sitting down and I was drawing. And she walked up to me and she was like, what you drawing? And I told her my restaurant. And she was like, ever since then, I was in the kitchen with her. I've been cooking since I was 5 years old. When I say cooking full course meals, that's all I've ever wanted to do. I mean, besides writing, I had a passion for writing as well, but cooking is just something that I always wanted to do. My mind never changed since 5.
Okay. Tell me, tell me your top three pros and cons of having a dream deferred.
Mm, pros and cons of a dream deferred. Well, I can tell you my cons for sure, especially for myself. Procrastination, um, not believing in myself, and not putting the effort into building your brand. Um, the pros for me. Look, the pros. That see that that's my thing. My thing is
Do you feel like there are no pros when you defer your dream? Especially like, what I mean by that, like, do you feel like when you know that you know that you know, because you just told us, since 5 years old you've been cooking and you've known your whole life that's what you wanted to do. So do
mm,
you feel like you deferring that dream for however long you did? Once you knew that you knew that you knew that that's what you wanted to do and that's your purpose, right? Do you feel like there were no pros?
for me. No, I don't feel like there was an actual pro in my life. There was no pros in my life. Um, and I can't blame that on nobody but myself.
Right.
You know, because I let my mind and other people dictate of what I did and how I did it. Like a lot of my deferment wasn't because of self; it was because of other people.
Yeah.
You know, I let them get into my head and tell me, what it was gonna be and how it was gonna be, and I think that scared me a little bit.
Okay. So you just said my next question. Was it so much fear that kept you bound, or was it just simply not believing that you could?
Yeah, fear and procrastination. Fear and procrastination is what kept me behind for so long because um fear of failing, fear of not being good enough, fear of just fear of many different things, and me procrastinating a whole lot on stuff. Like I I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Like I procrastinate on a lot. I say I want to do stuff and I just sit back on it because in my mind, the back of my mind is still playing like that's not that's not how you should do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to do something so bad to where you don't you don't want to fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's true.
it's like my procrastination really is my problem. Is that's my main thing is procrastinating. That's what I've been working on. Like not just saying it but doing it.
Let me ask you this, from sister to sister. Why do you feel like when it came down to you stepping into your calling as becoming Chef D, which to all of us that know and love you, for the most part, you've always been Chef D, right? So why do you feel like what do you really feel like outside of procrastination and fear, right? Just kept you from just because you stopped work before, like this is not like I'm just telling the rainbow. It's like I know for a fact you've left the casino a couple of times, in other situations a couple of times, saying, okay, I'm gonna just do it. So what is it that you feel like could have changed those moments outside of what you've already told us about relationships, outside of fear, outside of just procrastinating? Like, I guess I should say, Like we're church kids. So do you feel like that's truly a work of the like a truly the assignment of the enemy when it comes down to something that we know that we know that we know that God has given us to do? Like, do you feel like if you was to peel off all those layers, if you was to peel off the fear, peel off the procrastination, and peel off the wanted to be Mrs. And their stinking thinking, like, do you feel like that was what kept you from just taking the leap, taking the step?
Yeah, they played a lot of it, but also I think it's because me being um like working at the casino and working at these different hospitals, and I that's all I've ever did was ever work in restaurant businesses. And for them to say, man, you got so much talent,
Mm-hmm.
you know oh, you got so much talent, and everybody is telling me, you good at what you do, man. These like this food is amazing and that. And then when it comes down to um going up, it's like they just left me behind.
Yeah.
Like, you good enough to cook our food, and because you're great at that, and you're great at you know getting others in line, and making them do what needs to be done. But I was never good enough to move up the ladder. I don't even know if I want to say good enough to move up the ladder, but I it's like I've always been pushing myself to move up the ladder, and they was you know never really never really helped me do that. Like, I feel like, as being a woman and a black woman in a male industry, because the restaurant business is like male dominated, and they have this test they test testosterone is just so hard. They don't want a woman to come in and take over what they have going on. So it's like I have to fight, not only fight for myself, but fight for other women. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the more they applaud you, and they push you in the background.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like, I think that really would really did a lot for me too, because I'm like, okay, you telling me this, you telling me I'm good, and you telling me I can make it, but you're not giving me that chance.
Yeah. Oh, I can see that. Okay. Um, Let me see. Tell me. Okay, this is what I'm gonna ask you. If you could tell your 12-year-old self something that you know now that you didn't know then, what would you tell your 12-year-old self?
Hmm. Oh, oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good one. I would tell her, look, stay focused. Never lose sight of the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you know, when the whole about the whole Dallas situation,
Mm-hmm.
I would let her know, look, there's gonna come a time to where you gonna go into the world, and mom and daddy is not gonna be there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You have to really stay headstrong. Don't don't go off and veer off into things that you don't know anything about. Stay focused.
Mm-hmm.
Finish school. Don't let nobody or nothing stand in your way of getting in your dreams. Like, that's the best advice I can tell her at that point in time, because at that age nothing happened. You know, it's once I got older. So I would tell her to look. look look for certain things. Don't don't try to make friends. Leave those so-called friends behind and focus on you. Focus on your dreams. Never let nobody tell you you're not good enough.
Yeah. That's it. That's good. Okay. Tell me what's one what's the top two misconceptions that people have about Chef D or just D?
I think a lot of people think that I'm mean, and I'm not. I can be, but I feel like I'm
No,
a for
straight.
the most uh,
No, I'm like you telling the truth. Go ahead.
for the most part I'm not. Like I feel like I'm a good person. I'm a kind-hearted person. Like I love everybody. I would give you the shirt off my back. You know, if need be, I give you my last. So but I don't like being played. That's my thing. Don't take my kindness for weakness. um. So yeah, I think people think that I'm mean, and I'm really not mean. The sweetest person you could find. Um. And another thing, a misconception, I think people think I don't know, and I may be it may be all in my head. But I think some people think that I'm really slow, like I don't catch on to things. Like I like like honestly, like people be saying stuff, and just because I don't react to it does not
Really?
catch it. You know, like I
Oh
caught it,
wow.
but it's just me being. If you know my mama, then she has always instilled in me. You don't have to react to everything someone says. Sometimes my mouth do get a little slick, and I will tell you off, but no, So yeah, I'm not slow. I just let y'all be who y'all are. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So tell us, meet in the rainbows. Tell us how transforming or stepping into the fullness of Chef D and the Chef D dream, like how is it going? How did you feel at that moment when you knew, hey, I'm no longer working for anyone else. I'm now a boss, like take us through from that moment until now, like how has that transition been? And what did it look like to you?
Okay, it's only been like a couple of weeks now, but I can tell you I feel a lot better. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Like I feel like, excuse me, like there's a reason that God did, excuse me, that God placed me in all these different places. I'm not saying that those were, bad jobs and I just had bad times everywhere I was. No, I did not. I had really good times. I met really great people.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned a whole lot. Um, but it was just like never being fulfilled. And once I left, and I've said it a lot, like you said, I've always been like, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna do it for myself. But I believe this time, this is where God wanted me to be. Like He was like, I'm gonna put you in these places because you're not finished yet. You need to grow. And I feel like He's telling me, Dana, you're grown now. It's time. It's time you step off. Get off the porch, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel like when I say a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. Like I don't have to carry anybody no more. Like it's like it's you now. So yeah, I've really been putting putting my words into action. Um, I set up me an Instagram account. I've been getting my business cards together. They have a an event going on in Oakdale, I think next month. Um, that I went ahead and I joined up for, that I signed up for. Um, I'm just really putting myself out there. Like, I mean, I can't go nowhere but up.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Got two more questions. Let me see how I want to take these questions. Two more questions, and then I'm just gonna let you just run it. I want you to just whatever the anointing places on your heart. I just want you to tell it to the rainbow. Share it with them, like you know, whatever the Holy Ghost tell you to say. I just want you to say it. So let me see. I asked you that already. Okay, what is the difference for people that don't know you between when you put on the Chef D hat and just Dinah? What's the difference?
Yeah, that's a big difference. Because Dinah is more understanding. She understands people. Understand what people goes through, and she's caring. She don't want to really hurt anybody. But Chef D, she's that look. This is what it is. This is what it ain't, and either you gonna take it or leave it. And I really try to put on that. Chef D had a lot because I feel like I hurt myself a lot when I do that because a lot of people try to play on my kindness, and I'm like, I know what I am. I know what I'm good at. So
Yeah,
um you're not gonna take me for a fool. Like it's like this is what it is. Like if you go anywhere else, you're gonna pay for that, and you'll probably pay more. So look, it's either you take it or you leave it. So yeah, that's the difference between Dinah and Chef D. D don't play.
okay. I like that. Okay, so last major question. Where do you see yourself, or where would you like to manifest yourself to be in the next 2, 5, and 10 years?
Okay. In the next 2 years, I would love to at least have one restaurant open. Um a restaurant and a food truck in the next 2 years. In the next five, I would love to expand my restaurant business all over the United States. And in the next 10 years, I would just love to be comfortable in all my businesses. I want to have everything set up. I mean, everything together. Where
Mm-hmm.
in 10 years, everything is all done, is all said and done. Everything is open, and I'm just sitting back, uh, getting the royalties.
That girl said the royalties.
The royalties.
Okay, so I want you to just take whatever time you feel it, the next 5, 10, whatever minutes, and I want you to just speak to the rainbows out there, like whatever the anointing tells you. And then when you're finished, I want you to tell us how we can experience Chef D, how we can book you, like where we can, find you at, like you say, your Instagram, whatever. So you go ahead, finish it, finish your, you got the flow, basically. I passed the mic.
Okay. I guess to tell you rainbows, I would, I guess to intertwine with what we were talking about. Um, I want to talk about generational curses. A lot of us don't realize what our parents did and their parents did, and really affects what we did, what we are doing.
Yeah.
You have to break those generational curses. A lot of our fears, a lot of our anxiety, um, everything that we've been through, they've been through. And until we break those generational curses, we are not going to be at where we need to be. Our life is gonna, we're still gonna be following the pattern, the of what our ancestors and our parents did.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing to you is, break those generational curses. Stop being afraid. you know God wants us to be better than our parents, and he wants us to be better for our kids so that they can be better than us and the next generation be better than that. He wants us to have everything that we desire. So, break those generational curses. Stop being afraid. Stop letting other people tell you you can't do it. Put daily affirmation
Affirmations.
daily affirmations. Say those things to yourself because you can do it. You are one of a kind. There's no one like you.
Yeah.
No one is better than you.
Yeah.
Uh, and no matter how many other people are doing what you're doing, they're still not you.
That's it.
So keep God first in whatever you do. That's the main goal. And fight for whatever you believe in. If you believe that you can do it, then fight for it. I
Yep.
mean, you could be the next Michael Jordan, or you could be the next Gordon Ramsay. You know, whatever it is, fight for it. And that's about it. And you can find me on Instagram at heavy underscore DEEZ Cajun Cuisine. Um, you can go on there and you can either message me on there, or you can email me at dzguillery@gmail.com. My phone number, you can hit me up on 318-990-3523. I do bar mitzvahs, birthday parties, kickbacks, wherever food is at, we there. Whatever you need. Be on the lookout for my for TikToks, YouTube. This is all coming up. You stay posted on my Instagram. You finna see all the upcoming things that God is leading me to do.
Baby, this food look good on here too, y'all. I done went and followed it. And honey, some of this stuff, if only I could eat it.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I
putting
still eat
stuff.
it though.
I'm gonna start putting the stuff for the vegan people too. Because I'm about to get in my get my sexy on. Been a little too big for too long.
Hey, let's get it. Cause man, I'm gonna tell you something. Now that I have it, like I think what made me think about us having this conversation is because, like I said, now that I'm having a different relationship with food. And I never really was that girl that just would eat all the time. And I think that when it comes to us, the thick sisters, you know what I'm saying? They feel like we just sit down and eat all the time. I know for a fact it would be many a nights you would cook us buku food and you wouldn't even really eat it till maybe the next day or later on that night. I
Right.
know times you wouldn't even eat food. So for me, I used to be the one that never really ate food like that. I could go a whole day and really forget to eat. So I know that now I have a different relationship with food and I understand the reason why I want to get healthier. It's not for anybody else, like
Yeah.
really within myself. And like you spoke on breaking the generational curses. Yeah, like once I totally stop running from what God was telling me to do, stop running from who God wanted me to be, and totally allow Him to change and rearrange things the way I wanted to present myself, the way I wanted to be, then it just made sense. So I am so excited. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy that you're finally here at this point. I do understand, from the sister point of view, a lot of what you battled through to get to this point. And I hope that you recognize that when God gives you a chance to look back, and only to look back for a second just to see how far you've come, that you're going to be proud of yourself too. So I know that it's like your winning season. It's just the beginning of your winning seasons, you know. So I know that the place that you are right now is, it just makes sense, you know, for everything to come full circle for you. It makes sense for you to be in the marriage that you're in the mental space that you're in the heart space that you're in, because I think that had you did it even back in Dallas days, I don't think you would have appreciated it as much. You know, you would have succeeded because that's just, you're just blessed like that when it comes to that area of your life. But I just, the way God has been showing me things and stuff like that, it just makes sense for the children that he have right now, that's going to be um, cheerleading for our younger generations. Like the place that he has us at right now, it just makes total sense for how all of our things are coming full circle.
Right. And
Like,
you see, a lot of people don't realize, like, they think that it's just gonna be easy, and he's not gonna. You're not gonna have battles. It's like he gives you battles to fight because he's telling you, look, he's making sure that you're ready for the the goal. You
that's
know,
it.
he's getting you set for that goal. So you're gonna have mountains that you're gonna have to move. You know, it's gonna be days where you feel like giving up, but don't give up, because
That's it.
those are just those tests that God is seeing. Can you make
Yeah.
it? If
Yeah.
you can make it through that, then you can make it through anything. Once you get to that goal, that's it.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
it. Yeah. Yes. Say you did. Uh but yeah, I thank you. I'm so grateful. I learned stuff I didn't even know. I had an unction, you know, but to actually hear you speak it, I believe that you're going to change so many different lives just by you being willing to show up for yourself and willing to speak it out. That's why I wanted you to just speak from your spirit. You know, I think we forget just how simple it is for us to give our testimony, us to just speak on something that can just turn the light switch on for somebody. So I thank you for being here with me. I thank you for spending time with me on a, you actually got recorded. I'm so proud. Uh but I can't wait to have my first big event and your food be there. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna be hollering at you for my graduation food because I get to graduate in about 3.5 weeks from college. So I'm probably gonna be hollering at you for some stuff. Ain't no probably to it. But yeah, I'm really proud of you and I'm really happy that
I
you're happy.
I don't like the talking and doing all that. And a lot of people tell me, like, you got to get out of that. Like, start going live and start interacting with people. So that's my problem. Once I get out of that shy stage, because I am really shy. People don't know that I
Yeah.
am really shy. But once I get out of that, I'll be all right.
You did good. To say that she is really shy, y'all. Real talk, she really is. But you did good, and I can't tell you how much I love you. It don't matter if we don't never talk. I always love you. You gonna always be my sister. You gonna always be my best friend. And we about to blow up. We about to go some places we never thought
Amen.
sitting in Ville, Louisiana that we would be, right? So
Right.
I'm going to get ready to go to family prayer, y'all. Y'all know it's Tuesday. I have family prayer. So listen, Chef D, if you want to have an explosion of yummy goodness in your mouth, this girl can probably cook one of them sponge mops and make it taste like you eating the best thing in the world. Y'all need to holler at her. I need to get with her. I need to go follow her, and you'll be seeing her some more. I'm gonna get on some more panels with Michelle. Though, but anyway, we're gonna make her talk a little more. Maybe I can get her to cook something for me. while
Yeah,
we on the live or something like that.
definitely do that.
Yeah, I'll get her to cook for us next time. Instead of when your girl be hungry, I'll be cooking. Well, maybe we'll get her to. Maybe I can get her to cook me some vegan stuff. We'll see how we can work it out.
Let
But
me. We'll put that together. We'll
but anyway, she said we'll put it together. Y'all, my witnesses, right? Y'all gonna help me hold her to it. Oh, okay, good. So y'all know what it is, and by now you should know who it is. At least I hope you do. It's your girl Rain. This is my bestie Chef D, better known as Dinah, and it's TNT. See, she just told you without me even having to ask her to how she was tried, and she gave her tested. You know, she was tried. The enemy tried it by trying to make her stay in fear, by trying to make her stay a victim of procrastination, and she was tested because she tested her faith. She stepped out on her faith. She stopped having a dream deferred and and started reaching for a dream achieved, right? So that's what tried and tested stands for. That's what TNT stands for. So I need you to do the same thing. And it only takes 1 second for you to say, okay, I choose me, or okay, I'm going to do that. And you can change your life. So y'all already know what it is. Deuce out the roof. I'll holler at y'all in a little bit. But y'all already know what I'm gonna say, right? What am I gonna say? Tell me. Okay. Love God, love each other, and love yourself. It costs absolutely nothing to love. If we give each other a little more love and a little more love and a little more love, we can change our society, we can change our communities, we can change our world. So I'll see y'all in a couple of shakes of a rabbit's tail. And we out. Bye. Gotta go.